Alright, this is our first time back after flying in with the Brotherhood after we wiped out the Enclave. Oh, and there goes the vertibird.
You're not quite as worthless as you look. Remember, if you overthink combat, you're dead. You have no form to survive more than your enemy.
Let's see how things have changed here.
Fill your soul with thunder. Fight.
Oh, there's Paladin Tristan. He needs to take a nap. Or use a stim pack.
I told those bastards you could do it. Oh, there were doubters inside the Citadel to be certain, but Lyons was behind you all the way, and that was good enough for me. I can't think of a better compliment but to simply say the Brotherhood would be almost nothing without you.
Really?
Thank you. From all of us.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do to help the Brotherhood?
Well, yes, actually. If you're still up for it, I could always use a hand with my next assignment.
Oh, there's more?
The super mutants are still a major problem in the capital wasteland, and one of our primary missions is to cleanse this place of their stink. All I need you to do is to thin their numbers. You see one, you put a bullet into its head. I'm outfitting your Pip-Boy with the same blood sampling device we usually give our scouts. After you kill a mutant, grab a sample from its corpse, bring it here. I'll see you're properly compensated for your ammo expenditure.
Huh. Okay. Is there anything else I can do to help the Brotherhood?
Just keep wiping out those super mutants and you'll be helping plenty.
So what happens to the Brotherhood now?
Well, the Enclave might not be a threat anymore, but we're not done by a long shot. We've still got muties crawling all over the ruins like rats, and they're multiplying every day. It's no picnic keeping their numbers down, but that's our job.
So have we totally wiped out the Enclave?
Nah, there'll be stragglers and patrols still wandering the wasteland. They won't know what happened at Adams probably for months. One thing I can tell you is they'll still shoot you on sight. So watch yourself.
Okay. I gotta go.
Alright, we'll see you later. Keep your eyes peeled for muties.
There's one right here, but he's with me. He's not a typical super mutant. What's going on in here? Oh, there's Sentinel Lions.
When I first saw you long ago in that alley in Chevy Chase, I thought you were just some trashy wastelander.
Oh, thanks.
I'm glad I was wrong. My father thinks the world of you, and so do I. If things were different, maybe we could have had time to become friends. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you stick around for a while. We need people like you to help us finish what we've started here.
Was she flirting with me? The way she said friends was a little more suggestive than I would have thought for just, you know, friendship. Is there anything else I can do to help the Brotherhood?
Well, the prize got the downtown area pretty well covered. You may want to talk to Paladin Tristan or Scribe Rothschild. They may have something for you to do. Good luck.
Well, we were just talking to Paladin Tristan, but I will check in with Rothschild, thank you. So, what happens to the Brotherhood now?
If you think this means the Pride has nothing to do anymore, you're crazy. We
I
still
didn't
got
say
the
that.
damn Frankensteins crawling all over DC.
Frankensteins?
And Rothschild's got us picking up every blinking gizmo from here to Virginia. Quite a bit of work cut out for us, huh?
Okay. Have we totally wiped out the Enclave?
My father says we need to watch the borders for them to send reinforcements. But I think it'll be a long time before anything happens. We dealt them a hell of a blow, and it's gonna take them a good amount of time to recover.
If they ever do. I mean, they didn't even show up in Fallout 4. What's next for the Pride?
Father's sending us into DC to scour the ruins and try and cleanse it of super mutants. He's calling it our next great obstacle. Sometimes I wish we could just take a rest. But I have to keep a stiff upper lip and help the machine run smoothly. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. I have to go now. Bye.
It's always a pleasure to have you around.
Ooh, she's definitely flirting with me. You're not my type. Sorry. I like them a little greener. Oh, hey, Knight Captain Gallows.
What do you need?
Have we seen him before? I found a Brotherhood holotag. Yeah, I did.
Talk to Scribe Jameson.
Scribe Jameson,
She is
okay.
our keeper of the scrolls. She will want to know what you have found.
Okay, alrighty. Sounds good.
Glad to be of help.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Shoot them, they die. Stab them, they die. Strangle them, they die.
Okay. What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
Sarah appreciates my methods. I fill a role no one else can.
I'm sorry, you fill her what? The way he said that was a little bit, is it just me? She appreciates my methods. Really? Okay. Well, don't brag about it, dude. Seriously. What's your specialty in the Lion's Pride besides keeping Sentinel Lions happy?
Spec Ops. Let's leave it at that.
Is that what you call it? Okay. I gotta go now.
Hoo-ah, soldier.
Hoo-ha.
Stay safe. Once again.
Okay. Who's hoo-ha are you? What? Okay. Alright. What's through here? Bunch of food. I think we came in down here. The den. Oh, this is where the Lion's Pride folks hang out. I declined membership in the Lion's Pride, so I don't know, maybe I missed out on some things, but that's fine. Knight Artemis.
Good to see you.
Hi. You must see a lot of things. What's been going on?
What's been going on? Well, let's see. For years, we've been draining our resources defending the ungrateful residents of this no-man's land. Most of my best friends have either been ripped apart by super mutants or left to join the outcasts. And now an enemy we faced more than 30 years ago has resurfaced, and their tech is still better than ours. What's been going on with you?
Well, I wiped them out. The Enclave, I assume you're talking about. Brought down an orbital strike on their mobile base, and, you know, you don't know anything about that? I guess not. Okay, tell me about the outcasts.
I really don't want to go into it. Go bug Scribe Bowditch. He could talk a dog off a meat truck.
Oh, okay. Can you share anything about the super mutants?
You know how many uglies I've killed? More than all of Lion's Pride combined. That's how many.
Okay.
All it takes is a loaded weapon and the will to use it. Oh, and a good way to get ugly blood out of your armor. Little bit of Abraxo and some water. Works like a charm.
Okay, bye. Does that Abraxo work on other mutant fluids too? Oh, the lab. Let's go this way. Oh, little teddy bear.
Can I be of assistance?
I hear you can talk a dog off a meat truck. I found a
Talk to Scribe
holotag.
Jameson. She's our keeper of the scrolls.
Okay.
She'll want to know what you've found.
Great. Where is she?
She spends most of her time in the archives.
Right.
You'll find them in A Ring near the Great Hall.
Okay. Can you tell me about the outcasts?
It's a rather sad story, I'm afraid. Last year, some of our soldiers had grave disagreements with the decisions of Elder Lions. Disagreements spiraled out of control, and there was a schism in the ranks.
Oh, right.
The
I think
loyal
I already
soldiers
talked to him
practically
about
threw
this.
out the dissenters. Now they call themselves the Outcasts.
Right. Okay, enough about
It
that.
is a rather discouraging subject, isn't it?
Sure. Oh, there's the map. It's still here. Okay. Let's see if we can find Rothschild.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Oh. Hello. There's some Tesla cannons here. We found 8 of them out at the Air Force Base after we went
Welcome.
back. Hi.
Hail.
Hey. I'm just gonna grab these. You guys don't seem to mind. And this is Liberty Prime.
A Confederate truck will never be faithful to communist invasion.
Last time we saw this head, it had just been blown off of Liberty Prime.
Hail.
Oh, nothing in the footlocker. I guess they brought it back here. I thought I saw Rothschild over here a minute ago. Oh, hello? Oh, what's in here? Oh, hi! What's all this? I don't think I've been in here before. Knight Captain Durga.
Good to see you.
Can you repair my gear?
I should let you know, I'm not going to use any of our equipment to provide parts for you. You'll have to pay for them.
Oh, okay. Oh, but you can't even repair things as well as Bowditch. Alright, never mind. Can I see what you have to trade?
Sure, just be quick about it.
No, so you're a merchant. Selling weapons and armor and stim packs and ammo. Huh. Alright, thank you.
Steel be with you.
And also with you. Yeah, I'd never been in here. Huh. Might have been nice to know there was a merchant right here. Just, you know, behind a little door in the corner. In the corner of a corner of a corner of the lab here. That's crazy. Oh. Oh, that's Elder Lions.
Well done. Well done indeed.
Thank you.
Ah, yes. Is there something you wish to discuss?
I don't know. Do you have any new dialogue for me? Is there anything else I can do to help the Brotherhood?
Yes. Yes, indeed. I believe Paladin Tristan and Scribe Rothschild can enlighten you with a myriad of ways you can assist us. I'm glad to see, even after all you've been through, you're still willing to lend a hand. That's the mark of a noble member of the Brotherhood.
Well, technically I'm a member of Riley's Rangers, but, you know, okay. So what happens to the Brotherhood now?
Although we've all but eradicated the Enclave, many difficult paths still stretch out before us. The wasteland is still rife with peril, and I intend to dedicate the Brotherhood to maintaining it in a peaceful state. I hold out high hopes for you, that you'll still wish to be a part of our future and help us in our struggles.
Yeah, well, just make sure you drill that into that little Maxon kid, okay? So have we totally wiped out the Enclave?
It would be naive of me to assume the Enclave threat is completely eradicated from our future. With their resources and advanced mobility, I wouldn't be surprised if we see them return to the capital wasteland one day.
Dun dun dun. Alright, I guess that's it. I'm gonna go now.
Until we meet again, do take care.
Yeah, sure. Where's Rothschild, though? This is Valancourt. I think she's the one that made the Deathclaw device, Deathclaw control scrambler thing.
You did it!
Yeah.
You actually did it!
I did.
Do you have any idea how famous you're gonna be? You're being
what?
inscribed in all of our records as, well, as a hero.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Hey, if there's anything you ever need, I'm your gal.
Okay, gal. You have all the same dialogue options as everyone else. Let's see what you have to say.
Yeah, actually. I think Rothschild is looking for stuff to rebuild Liberty Prime.
Ooh.
You should ask him.
So I can help rebuild Liberty Prime for the next game, Fallout 4? So what happens to the Brotherhood now?
Now? Now the real work begins. I've got just piles and piles of Enclave technology to take apart and put back together. Who do you think got our captured vertibird flying? Now let me get back to work before Rothschild assigns me trash detail.
Alright, did we totally wipe out the Enclave?
Yeah, for a while at least. You'll still bump into a few of them in the wastes. Deep scout patrols and outposts. Hopefully they'll stay far from here and let us do our job, now that we kicked their butts.
So then we didn't totally wipe them out. If they were totally wiped out, I wouldn't be running into them in the wasteland. So the answer to that is no. How's the reconstruction of Liberty Prime going?
Don't even get me started.
Okay.
Trying to decipher Rothschild's schematics and wiring diagrams is exhausting. But we'll get there. Like Rothschild says, Liberty Prime will walk again. I believe him, but I think it's gonna take a really long time.
I like her. She's cool. I gotta go now.
Don't be a stranger around here. You better come back and visit the Citadel once in a while.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing right now. But it would help if I could find Rothschild. Maybe he's down here. Nope. That's Bowditch. That's just some random scribe person
Thank you for the update.
with red hair. Hi there, how you doing? Oh, shouldn't be flirting right in front of my big super mutant boyfriend there. Alright, where's Rothschild? Is this him?
Welcome.
Nope, this is Peabody. Who the heck's Peabody?
If there's anything I can do to help, please just say so.
I don't know, who are you? He answers questions about the Brotherhood, he answers questions about the scribes, he repairs equipment. Okay,
In the Elder's name.
sure. Where's Rothschild? Citadel A ring.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Oh, hey.
Welcome back, my friend.
Oh, here's Rothschild.
I have need of you.
Oh, is it
Speak to me when
lunchtime?
you have a moment. What was the result of the latest scan?
It appears the Enclave
Oh,
moved beyond the Empire into the surrounding wasteland.
I've been running around in my ghoul mask this whole time. I'll just take that off. Sorry, you guys. I know you're all eating lunch.
Roger. Nice work.
Didn't mean to ruin your appetite with my ghoul mask.
You're back? Did you find anything of use to us? Well, I suppose we have you to thank for the sudden influx of equipment pouring in from the ruins you left behind at Adams Air Force Base.
Yep, that's
These
me.
items will help keep us one step ahead of our enemies in the wasteland and hopefully start my reconstruction effort. Mark my words, Prime will walk again. It may take months or even years, but we'll get him back together.
It's gonna take
If
years.
you're inclined to help us with that effort, just let me know.
Sure. Is there anything I can do to help with the Brotherhood?
Yes, please. Your help would be most welcome. As you know, my main task is the reconstruction of Liberty Prime. A daunting task indeed, given his current state. To get him back on his feet will take not only a good deal of scavenged parts, but I need some special items for his complex systems. In your travels, be on the lookout for sensor modules. That will help me with restoring his electrical components. But what I need most are old cameras.
Cameras?
Prime's optics were completely destroyed in the explosion, and I can use the components inside to replace them.
Oh, dang. I haven't been picking up cameras. I didn't think there was any point to it. I got tons of sensor modules, though, I think, back at Megaton in my storage, my junk storage locker. I can go grab those, but cameras, huh? Okay. So what happens to the Brotherhood now?
I've been amazingly busy ever since we began clashing with the Enclave. All their technology is amazing.
Yeah, they even
It's
had
going to
alien
take me
tech.
years to sift through the wreckage of their mobile platform alone. I suppose we have you to thank for that?
Yeah, we already talked about that. Okay. So have we totally wiped out the Enclave?
From the amount of equipment pouring in, I'd say if we didn't destroy them, we certainly threw a major wrench into their works.
And how's the reconstruction of Liberty Prime going?
We have so much to do putting him back together again. I'm uncertain as to how long it might take. Months? Years?
Yeah, you
The
said
only
that.
bright side in this is an opportunity to try and rebuild Prime from the ground up. Make improvements on his original design. If only we hadn't exhausted so many of our supplies fighting the Enclave.
You guys just used up all your sensor modules and cameras, huh? Okay. What's going on with the purifier?
It was determined that the Brotherhood should directly oversee the purifier. so as to prevent any mishaps. Scribe Bigsley was placed in charge of the operation and is directly overseeing our efforts.
Yeah, I don't know about Scribe Bigsley. I wish there was a way for me to talk to someone about that guy. Because he either needs some extra help or he needs to have someone else be in charge of that project. Alright, I gotta go.
Goodbye. Please come back if you find anything interesting.
Alright,
Listen.
good luck with your lunch.
Yes? Later. Can I talk to you for a moment?
I'm listening.
Later.